Have you ever wondered about the raw, unpredictable power of tornadoes? Tornadoes, these fascinating and formidable forces of nature, are as captivating as they are terrifying. Imagine a powerful whirlwind born from the volatile union of warm, moist air and cool, dry air, spinning with such intensity that it can obliterate anything in its path. The awe-inspiring might of these atmospheric beasts is surpassed only by their unpredictability, their paths seemingly drawn by the capricious hand of nature itself. Now let's delve a little into the science of these natural spectacles. Tornadoes, often described as nature's most violent storms, are birthed from supercell thunderstorms. As warm, moist air rises and meets the cooler, drier air above, it creates a rotating updraft, or a mesocyclone. It is within this mesocyclone that the tornado forms, its spiraling winds reaching speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. Tornadoes are especially common in certain areas like the infamous Tornado Alley in the United States. This region, spanning from Texas to South Dakota, is particularly prone to these storms due to the unique meteorological conditions found there. The flat, expansive landscape allows for the perfect colliding of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cool, dry air from the Rockies in Canada. These twisters can strike without warning, leaving a path of destruction in their wake. They can flatten houses, uproot trees, and toss cars around like toys. Yet despite their destructive power, there's a certain hypnotic beauty to these natural phenomena. They are a potent reminder of nature's ability to create, destroy, and utterly astonish us. But don't be fooled by their mesmerizing allure. Tornadoes are not to be trifled with. Their power and unpredictability necessitate respect and caution. Understanding these storms and their behavior is not only fascinating, it could also be life-saving. Now let's dive into the most incredible moments of the tornadoes of 2022. As we rang in 2022, a winter storm was brewing, bringing not just snow and ice but also tornadoes. Fascinating, yet chilling, the winter of 2022 was marked by severe storms that swept across the United States. From coast to coast, these storms, with their icy touch, painted the landscape white and brought along a surprise element: tornadoes. Now, tornadoes aren't your typical winter guests. They prefer the warmer months. But in 2022, they decided to crash the winter party, and their impacts were nothing short of significant. The storm impacted a range of areas, making travel conditions tricky in regions like Chicago, Oklahoma, and Nebraska, due to a combination of snow, ice, and wind. The Rockies, which had been battling wildfires, received a much-needed blanket of snow. Despite the travel hazards, the snow was welcomed in Colorado, a state grappling with severe and extreme drought. But the real showstopper was the tornadoes. They were forecasted for Texas, Arkansas, and Tennessee, among other areas. These storms carried the potential for large hail, damaging winds, and of course, tornadoes. Flooding was a concern too, especially in the Tennessee Valley, where storms could result in flash flooding. The Ohio Valley, Kentucky, and Arkansas were on the list as well, with heavy rainfall and potential flooding. And as if to add a chilling finale to the stormy performance, significantly colder temperatures swept in after the storms and heavy rainfall. The South experienced a dramatic drop in temperature, with some areas witnessing a 40 to 60 degree temperature decrease within 48 hours. Talk about a winter wonderland with a twist. But as nature would have it, the tornadoes that made their grand entrance in the winter were far from done. As the year progressed, they continued their dance across the American landscape, leaving us in awe of their power and unpredictability. As the year progressed, the tornadoes were far from over. In February 2022, a storm system that started in Southern California led to a significant wind event across the central U.S. The Storm Prediction Center issued a forecast for a derecho, a widespread windstorm often associated with severe thunderstorms. The derecho, which was predicted to bring winds ranging between 80 to 110 miles per hour, cast its shadow over parts of Oklahoma and other regions of the central U.S. This wind event was the first Level 4 risk issued that year, a warning that extended to over 20 million people, spanning from western Texas to Illinois. The storms transformed into a squall line, swiftly moving east and northeast at speeds of 60 to 80 miles per hour. This swift transition posed the threat of damaging winds even after the storms had passed. But the weather didn't stop there. Wind alerts were issued for over 65 million people, covering a vast area from Arizona to Ohio. The threat of severe storms then shifted eastward to the Ohio River Valley. Here, the main threats were not just limited to damaging winds, but also included lightning, hail, and even the presence of a few tornadoes. This weather system continued its relentless journey, bringing with it heavy rain, snow, and ice, reaching as far as the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. The aftermath of this event saw potential travel disruptions, a testament to the extensive reach of this weather phenomenon. This event was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of tornadoes. As we continue to witness these incredible moments, we are humbled by the power and unpredictability of nature and reminded of the importance of being prepared for such events. As summer approached, the southern U.S. wasn't spared from the wrath of tornadoes. The southern states of the United States, known for their charm and warmth, faced an uninvited guest in the form of tornadoes during the summer of 2022. These tornadoes swept through the region, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake, causing significant damage and leading to substantial financial losses. The southern U.S. tornadoes were not merely a natural disaster, they were a force of nature that tested the resilience of the people and the infrastructure. Homes were destroyed, businesses were disrupted, and communities were left to pick up the pieces. But amidst the chaos, the spirit of the southern people shone through. They stood tall, weathering the storm and beginning the process of rebuilding, showing a resilience that is truly inspiring. The aftermath of these tornadoes led to an increased focus on insurance coverages for natural disasters, particularly ordinance or law coverage. This type of coverage allows policyholders to recoup costs beyond property replacement or repair when state or local codes require improvements. In the wake of the southern U.S. tornadoes, the courts made several decisions in favor of policyholders. These decisions clarified the causal link required to access ordinance or law coverage, defended against insurers' refusal to pay based on missed repair deadlines, determined the entitlement to full replacement cost value when building codes prevent repairs, and confirmed that loss in value exists even when code upgrades increase property value. These tornadoes served as a stark reminder of the unpredictable power of nature, but they also highlighted the importance of adequate insurance coverage in providing a safety net for those affected by such events. These events have not only reshaped landscapes but also policies. Tornadoes, while fascinating, are a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. As we've delved into the tornadoes of 2022, we've seen a range of these awe-inspiring and formidable forces of nature at play. From winter storms to the central U.S. wind event to the southern U.S. tornadoes, each event has reiterated the importance of understanding and respecting the power that nature holds. The winter storm tornadoes were a clear demonstration of how diverse weather conditions, snow, ice, severe storms, and flooding, can come together to produce tornadoes. The central U.S. wind event, on the other hand, gave us a look at how a storm system can escalate into a widespread windstorm, associated with severe thunderstorms, bringing about damaging winds and the potential for strong tornadoes. Meanwhile, the southern U.S. tornadoes served as a stark reminder of the damage and financial losses that can be incurred from major natural disasters. These events have not only shown the destructive capabilities of tornadoes, but also highlighted the critical role of ordinance or law coverage in helping policyholders recoup costs beyond property replacement or repair when state or local codes require improvements. It's clear that these events have brought about significant changes in terms of policies and preparedness. More than ever, there's a growing recognition of the need for comprehensive disaster management strategies, from early warning systems to insurance coverage that takes into account the realities of today's climate conditions. Furthermore, these events underline the importance of ongoing research into understanding tornadoes and other severe weather events. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of these powerful phenomena, we can develop better forecasting methods, improve our preparedness measures, and ultimately safeguard our communities against future events. As we continue to learn more about these incredible phenomena, we become better equipped to face them in the future. As we have seen, 2022 was a year filled with incredible tornado moments. These events, while awe-inspiring, remind us of the unpredictable power of nature. From the winter storm tornadoes that brought snow, ice, and plummeting temperatures across the United States, to the central U.S. wind event that created a damaging derecho, nature's power was on full display. These phenomena, though disruptive and sometimes devastating, also underscored the resilience of the communities they touched. From Chicago to Oklahoma, Nebraska to Texas, people banded together, weathering the storms and emerging stronger. Despite the challenges, the spirit of unity and community was palpable. These events showed us that even in the face of nature's might, our collective strength can carry us through. We also learned valuable lessons from these events. The southern U.S. tornadoes, for instance, highlighted the importance of being prepared and staying informed. They taught us that understanding these natural phenomena, while challenging, is crucial to mitigating their impacts. The storms also highlighted the significance of ordinance or law coverage, a form of insurance that allows policyholders to recoup costs beyond property replacement or repair, when state or local codes require improvements. This has become a beacon of hope for many affected by these disasters. As we reflect on the past year, let's not forget the key takeaways. The unpredictable power of nature is a constant reminder of our need to be prepared, to stay informed, and to work together as a community. These events have shown us that knowledge and unity are our best defenses against the forces of nature. As we move forward, let's carry these lessons with us, always respecting the power of nature and striving to better understand these incredible phenomena.